Previously on Follow the Leader.
Anyway, today we're playing Spectres of Brocken by Aaron Lim. For those of you who are new to this game, here are the basics. Spectres of Brocken is a role-playing game about making friends and then years later going to war against them in giant mechs. You know, normal shit. Make up some young, naive, messy, trainee mech pilots. Find out who you are. Find out who you are to each other. Find out what you want in the world. Years later, find each other on the field of battle, each in your own fearsome custom mechs. Find out who you've become. Find out what you've all done to get here. Find out what costs you would pay to get what you want in the world.
I will be playing. My pilot name is, and edit in sparkle noises over this. Miki Mori! Miki Mori's pronouns are she, they. Her look is intentionally cutesy, weaponized Mo. She has twin tails, of course, and they're a soft pink because that's her character color. She's like if Baby Metal embraced pinks and whites, and her makeup is always on point. She tries way too hard.
My character's name is Sunday Graves. Her pronouns are she, her. Her look is, she's got, I wasn't able to decide, I put smoldering amber eyes. I want them to be like cybery in some way. I haven't really decided yet. I don't want, it doesn't have to be
you
like,
got them Cyberpunk 2077 cyber eyes, that Zace icon.
yeah. like computery iris type shit. Not like Molly Millions where I like spit cry, but like that kind of thing. Pallid skin, sunken cheeks, turquoise hair, baggy like / drapey clothing with bright colors, gaunt and high contrast makeup, and body tattoos. Kind of like also trying hard in the opposite way that Miki Mori is trying hard, like trying hard in to not look like I'm trying hard.
Well, I'll be playing Delta Dunn. Pronouns are he, him. This is a try hard in a different direction. Delta has intense eyebrows. He has two-tone blonde and brown hair. Kind of blonde in the front, brown in the back. He's got a little bit of a mullet. He is pale and he sunburns easily, which I think is just a very funny trait for anyone to have. Because it's one I have. He's baby-faced and he clearly hates it. He wears future Western wear that is slightly too nice for him to look comfortable in it.
I will be playing a character named Fable Starling, who uses fae-fair pronouns. Yes, I picked the name and the pronouns around the same time. I think the pronouns were... yes, the pronouns were first. The pronouns were first, and then I picked Fable, and I went, fuck it, whatever. Fable is a calico cat girl, ears on the top of the head. With mismatched eyes. Faye has a notch in one ear from a training jam gone wrong. Faye does, I hate to say it like this, real ones will understand. Faye does, like, the full Mako Trig.
How much future flannel does Faye wear?
A lot. But also,
So
like,
clashing.
but also, like, the plastic t-shirt, and the neon nylon jacket.
I will be portraying the one, the only, Precious Starling. Uses he, him pronouns. He is a dun-colored cat boy, with a slender frame, pink nose, and a pink undercut. As far as his fashion sense goes, it varies widely. I imagine, like, he's the kind of guy who does, like, the crop top with cut off shorts kind of vibe, but like not in a macho 80s, macho 80s heartthrob way, but in a twink way.
I think Delta, and I don't think that Sunday threw it, but I do think Delta feels bad about the win. To him, it feels like a loss, even though technically on the scoreboard, they're going to count it a certain way.
Do you think he kind of feels manipulated because it's like...
Oh, I think he feels deeply manipulated.
Yeah.
This is a situation. Okay, this is what happens. He gets back to the gantry. They finish their fight. There's like scores. I bet there's like technical scores, like figure skating almost.
Oh, sure.
This many legal strikes, this many feints, this reaction time, this many downs, that kind of shit. Like the real stats for people who watch these minor leagues. And I think he gets back to the gantry and he slurps out of his mech and he's on the gantry and he stomps down the steps of the gantry, and at the bottom, his sister hands him his cowboy hat and he throws it on the ground and stomps off.
Damn.
There's some prima donna shit, and she turns back around with like a really fixed grin and does her pageant wave again as she bends to pick it up and then walks off after him.
We now return to your game already in progress.
Real good thing he was a black hat cowboy guy.
Yeah!
That was white, it'd be so dirty. Okay, gonna roll for the next two. 5 and 3. Let's go. I'm so excited.
Yippee.
That's
That's us.
us. That's us.
Oh shit! Is this the moment where Mickey gets the
This
cry?
is this is when she gets down bad. I feel like it has to be.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh my god.
The yearning.
Absolutely the moment.
So, I think going into this, Miki is very much magical girl trope archetypes. She is the one in the group who is like A student, helps every grandma on the block, just your perfect girl. Like, she's the new transfer student. She's been excelling. We did like the scene with the mechs all doing the thing where they jump on the pommel horse, and Miki just like killed it. Like literally exploded the pommel horse into a million pieces. And
I'm about to genreify them so hard.
and so this has all come easy for her because she has been created by Tokeshi Heavy Industries to be the perfect magical girl mech pilot. So this is, I think, her first time coming up to a fight that's like dirty, I want to say. Like it's not
Yes.
I
I am going to just nod at you and say yes.
Sickos.
Sickos. So, do you want to how do Faye show up?
I think once again. So okay. So, jumping back to the previous scene, because I don't think we said, I think that Fable and Precious each wrote a name on the mechs.
Miki ran over, handed him markers, and was like, "You got to write it on it."
Yeah. Fable wrote one, Precious wrote the other. It does not matter which one was which, because I think the mech that gets announced is not the one whose name that Fable wrote.
Oh.
Which just immediately, and it's obvious that it's Fable, because Fable and Precious are not identical twins. So it's pretty obvious when Fable schlorps into Fairmech. I'm watching myself do this. It's very weird. I need to stop looking at legitimately.
Yeah. This is, the word is schlorp, the hand gesture is a sort of sweep.
Yeah, I need to stop watching myself though, because that's how Matt gets super
I
self-conscious.
always turn mine off. That's just something I do. I turn on my camera, and then if you right click on your own image, you can turn off your view of it. And I always do that. Because otherwise,
That's very
I
smart.
think it's an ADHD thing. You start watching yourself, and it's like Narcissus
I start
in the
watching
pond.
myself, and then I get really awkward.
Yeah.
Thinking, oh, hold on a second. Show me on camera. Shut the fuck up.
I know. I like how
Um,
Discord's like, if you turn this off, you won't be able to die like Narcissus. Are you sure? It's like
and it's like, bro, stop.
Papa forbade it lest we fall to the sin of vanity.
Bro, stop. I think that it's very obvious that Fable is the one that is going into this mech. And that immediately like subverts expectations in a way that like I think that like the people on the balcony expected this.
Mhm.
I think the scouts know this, but I don't think the others necessarily knew that this was like a thing. Even though Fable and Precious literally talked about it that night. And I want to immediately play. Where the fuck is my copy of the?
I will say,
yes.
I do want to add just a hint of flavor for Fable. Precious, the last time he used this mech, left a little pine tree shaped air freshener in it in the cockpit.
I know it smell crazy in there.
I am not going to. I don't think this is going to come. I'm going to say it's something that happens later before I make my move, which is that Fable genuinely thanks him for doing that.
Aww.
And it is like a little bit barbed and backhanded, but Faye's like, oh, thank you so much for thinking of me. You know that pine is one of my favorite scents. I am immediately going to play Stack the Deck. When you introduce an event, complication, or action into the scene, because I am going to take Heal Face. Specifically, I'm going to take Heal. Because I think the thing about Fable is that Faye is mean to Fairbrother and is otherwise like I'm trying to think of like generally like friendly and like not super, and Faye fights dirty. Like super, like this might be a fucking genuinely, this match might end in 2 minutes fights dirty.
It starts like very, you know, Miki's in her stance and like very pontificating on what's about to happen, and before they can like they're like they raise their like sword or spear or some shit and is like, you know, here's to a good fight, and she's confused at the name change, but she's rolling with it. She's cool.
Yeah, and immediately Fable just sweeps her legs out from underneath her.
Oh. I want to raise your flag immediately.
Hell
I just
yeah.
want to put hot shit. And I mean that when somebody does hot shit, when somebody is hot shit, just
was the word I was waiting for. Yeah,
is hot shit. So I want to add that word to the word bank, because we've now established that pilots can be hot shit.
Absolute hot shit. In terms of like, because we've obviously the mechs have gone out of goo stage. August, again, like, feel free to throw in details. I don't think that our mechs are particularly humanoid. It feels weird for me to have a animal-influenced mech when we're 2 cat people. At least not immediately.
Yeah. I will say I think Elro here should be have vague equine overtones.
I was going to say, it has to be horse-like, or
Okay.
else what's the fucking point?
Uma Musume
But-
Pretty
Good.
Derby?
Have you seen those images of barn cats sitting on horses? That's the vibe right now.
I think what's very funny is that Miki's branding is very animalistic, and hers is already starting to look like a fox. It's on 4 legs most of the time. Like, when it's standing, it's like
Yeah.
doing that, like, anthropomorph thing at this point.
Yeah. I have kind of vague ideas, but I need to look at more mechs. And I need to not just look at this guy.
Is that the Rick Diaz?
Yeah, it sure is the Rick Diaz.
Everyone pick up the mech closest to you.
Mine's a reference
know?
to the Iron Widow. Oh, mech closest?
I've got BT.
I have a Zagok.
Oh, I love that.
Diva Lego!
I don't have a mech. I just have this little guy.
That's a mech.
Oh, there you go. That's yours. That's a mech now. It's a bio mech, clearly.
So, something I want to establish in this fight and as a truth of our world is that while the fighters are fighting, I feel like the touch of the mechs to each other lets us talk to the other pilot, but not have other people overhear the conversation. In the most, like, this is biomech, but it's very much so we can have these personal moments during these fights.
Sure. Yeah, that rocks.
And so I want to see through the mask. I'm going to activate identity. So I'm going to spin that word because I think Miki is going to call out fair actions and is going to be like, this isn't like you. We have rules. We're supposed to fight a certain way. Don't worry. We can still reset. We can start over. You're not this type of person, right?
Oh, I absolutely am. Which is just me leaning heavily into arrogance, which I think is
I think that's the trait.
is very funny. Like, this is a yes, but I'm like, I've already got that flaw.
So I want to... What's a good trait or bond? What do you have already?
I also gain a word, right?
Yeah, I see through the mask. The challenge, the offering player is giving stuff. I don't think they
Yeah.
get anything.
Oh, okay.
Unless the answer is no, then you both change your bond. But otherwise, you're just giving max stuff.
I want to give, I want to offer the option of the trait for impulse, quick to action. Like, not really thinking this through. I want to offer that.
Yeah, that's good.
Have I hit on something true about you? If you answer yes, you gain a word.
Yes. Yeah, that feels right.
I think that's what this reveals about
Mhm.
about Fable.
What was the subheader that you had on quick to action? You said quick to action and then you said something else.
Not thinking things through.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Can't ask me to remember things 10 seconds ago on a podcast.
You monster.
Me neither. Me neither. So I totally understand what just happened.
Okay, but I think this is the first loss. I think this is and like afterwards, do you think limbs are removed from the
No.
Okay. What does it look like to like fully knock Miki out in 2 minutes? What's the finishing move?
Oh, absolutely pinning to the mat in a extremely homoerotic way.
Yes.
Anyway, I'd like to immediately stack the deck because during this scene, as she like ejects from her cockpit to like look up, there's just that like awe in her eyes, and
I gain a word too, right? And I can just take hot
Yeah.
shit.
and I want to take undercurrents as my word take for that one.
You know what? I didn't mean it, but Undercurrents is great for Toxic Yuri.
Yeah. Cause I was also thinking about hitting See Through the Mask, I think. For you.
Ooh, how fun.
Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Because I think that like in the final moment before the mechs pull apart, I think that Fable says like something along the lines of like, your problem is that you're too willing to see the good in people. That's not going to work in a fight with no rules. And I want to offer you the flaw, trusting.
Yeah, I think Miki would push against it, right? She would be like, you know, you don't understand. We have to believe in the good of others. I know you're not this person. I know there's someone good under there, even if you did defeat me. And she's like standing on top of her destroyed mech, looking up.
And I think Fable like pulls Fair Helmet off and says, "That's the part you've got wrong. I am good. I just know how to win."
Can I use Razor Flag to just add naivety to the word bank?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Listen.
that's a good point.
Naivete.
Can I make a pitch
Yeah.
for our final duel?
Wait, before that, never established what
Yeah.
Miki's pilot outfit is. Thank you guys so much for asking. So it is
Sorry.
It's a plug suit with an it's a plug suit with an attached miniskirt. We already know this.
Yet
Yes, comma.
it's a hot pink plug suit from Evangelion, but it has like a PVC pink schoolgirl outfit, but it's specifically Astolfo's schoolgirl outfit from Fate Grand Order. Those who know will know, but it's basically just a pink and white Seifuku, but like cropped.
I cannot believe you just said that.
Yeah, Mac just took psychic damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, legitimately.
So that's her magic outfit.
Okay, so what Alice
Yeah.
is eliding when she describes this is that it's a maid outfit.
It's always a maid outfit.
The fact that Takashi Heavy Industries is just financing fetish gear at this point. Anyway,
They gotta sell the PVC figurines.
I did have a pitch for the final duel, which is I think after that performance, the balcony is clamoring. They must see sibling on sibling violence.
I feel like it's what everybody like. They put down their canapes and everybody comes to the window to watch this one.
Yeah.
Pointedly, I think at this point Delta is also in the balcony and he's been like making small talk with people. Like I think that's the thing you're supposed to circulate afterwards. He has a plate full of breaded shrimp and he doesn't put them down, but he's biting them aggressively.
The three of us have all met up with our different snacks. It's why we have to dress up is for the mingling after, and we're all about to watch
That's
this.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is the moment then where Fable says, "Thank you so much for the air freshener. You know that pine is one of my favorite scents."
Pine is not good for cats.
You can tell that I've never owned a cat.
No, but I love that as an undercurrent. Pine is one of my favorite scents, and it's just like this could have meant anything. It could have meant that Precious knew this. It could have meant that Precious was trying to poison you.
It's love.
It could have meant that Precious was trying to make a point about Fable's deodorant smelling bad, and meanwhile Fable is over in the corner like, but it gets the smell of you out of my Mac.
Fable's like, I don't know why I'm always breaking out, but I love this Pine deodorant.
Fair'll get there.
I like the idea. I like the idea that like everybody's kind of hanging out in the stands, except one of the things I didn't touch on is I think one of the things Sunday wasn't particularly interested in winning is because she probably has a sponsorship deal already nailed with her brother, but that also means she doesn't really have to schmooze, so she's just like drinking an Arizona tea alone in the corner.
Wait.
Oh.
Can I add a complication to that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to get back to the.
To the Arizona iced tea of the future.
Yeah, your iced tea sucks.
No, sorry. Wait. No, it's an abominably oversweet Ghost energy drink. That's what it is. Sorry.
Thank
There
you
we
for
go.
keeping to your character.
Yeah.
No, so I wanna pull a pivot here, I think.
A pivot?
Let me see. Yeah.
Pivot.
I think overindulge and cause an awkward scene because of an impulse, flaw, or bond. I think Delta's impulse, which also creates, I think, a problem for Sunday, is the flaw is self-conscious whose eyes are on me. I think he is peacocking in a very awkward way for Newman in a way that is extremely cringe for Newman's sister to see. Like, I feel like Sunday knows she's got the industry sponsorship on lock, but clearly Delta is angling for it, not knowing that it's kind of spoken for. And that is extremely fucking awkward to see happening,
Yeah.
I think.
Anyway, how does this fight go?
Yeah, let's see it.
Do you guys? Do the two of you? Do your characters get in the right units, or are they always in the right unit, no matter which one they're
Ooh,
in?
that's a question.
Is this when we finally see them getting into their designated one, and they stop swapping?
No.
No, I think it's one of those things where like it's always the right unit. Like
Okay.
when they lock in, it doesn't matter which one they're in, they're locked in.
But you definitely have the scene where they both go to one and they both get shoulder to shoulder caught in the door, and then they both try to go to the other
Yes.
one and get caught shoulder to shoulder in that one too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that happens here. But yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Keeps
definitely
happening.
happened.
I think the key to Fable and Precious is that if this were Pacific Rim with dual
Mhm.
pilots, they would be drift compatible. And I think that that's obvious from this
Okay.
fight.
Cool. I like it.
Mhm.
They've been fighting with each other for their entire lives.
Mhm.
Like, they know each other way too well. This is not a fucking squash match. Sorry, Miki.
I think it's one of those things where, like, when they get in the zone, like, you have a difficult time tracking who's doing what, because there are a lot of reversals, and it's because you can't tell the mechs apart necessarily, except for maybe one or two decals. It's difficult to even tell who's in the lead.
Yeah. I want to add a little scene. Do you y'all have seen The Matrix, right?
No, never in my life. Yes, of course I've seen The Matrix.
one of my favorite tiny details from The Matrix is I think it's like halfway through at one point, and Neo and either Morpheus or Trinity are fighting in the Matrix, and one of the other guys runs into the room and they go, "They're fighting in the Matrix," and everybody immediately drops what they're
Yeah!
doing and goes to watch. And I think all of the like younger pilots in the like who aren't like schmoozing at this event, like someone comes in and
the
goes,
T-ball
"Fable and Precious are
league."
fighting," and they all like barrel out of the room to go watch it on feeds.
Yeah, I wanted to use a move real quick, raise your flag. I think those of us in the stands are watching this happen and are riveted. Like, people who follow this sport professionally, like, I think Delta is a stats guy. So Delta is watching this and he is just riveted, and the word I want to add to the word bank is hyper competence.
Okay. Love that.
I just want to throw that in there. Y'all, I think, are demonstrating it, but I think other people can aspire to it.
The thing about Fable is that fair flaw is arrogance. It's not unfounded.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You can be arrogant and also do that shit.
Yeah. Wait a second. I had to spend a word for the move that I made before, and I need to hold on a second. I had to spend a move for See Through the Mask, and I think I should spend Identity off of that one.
That's what I did too, yeah.
I think we've all done
I
that,
think
which is
spending
kind of
identity.
it. Just rules. That's
Mhm.
good. This
It makes a lot of
this
sense.
game is good.
Is the
That's
thing.
that's a word the game gave us. Like, this game is fucking good. That's when
It's
you
good.
know.
Yeah, this game rips
Yeah.
shit. It's
Yeah.
so good. I want Fable to lose. I don't know why. It's just my impulse here.
Valid.
I'm watching August think.
The gears are turning.
Yeah. No, I can see that happening because Precious knows that Sunday is watching, and Precious feels like I can fix her. And like wants to impress her. So I think there's just like that little extra juice to try to pull off something impressive here.
Yeah. And I think that Fable loses by overshooting because, again, fair flaw is
Sure.
arrogance, and I think that does act against fair on a fair amount, like often enough that I want to be clear that like Fable didn't throw.
Yeah.
Precious was just better this time.
Yeah.
This time.
They are going to get into a fist fight about it later.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This just happened to be the one in front of the entire school.
Yes. Which I don't think that Fable is like embarrassed to have lost to Fair Brother. Like, I don't think that Fable's like, you made me look bad in front of the entire school, but Fable needs to get Fair rage out, and the best way to do it is to just beat up Precious.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, that makes sense. Okay, do we have an answer to our question, do we think? Who's got rivalry going on?
Yeah, I think an interesting thing is having seen all these fights, like who are the actual like clear rivals in the situation? Because like, Delta had a heated gamer moment. Thankfully, he didn't say the word, but like, you know, he threw his hat on the ground. I think Miki and Fable had a really tough fight. Miki has some weirder feelings about that, but I could see that being like a romantic rivalry. And then y'all are killing each
Look,
other out there.
Toxic Yuri and rivalry are the same.
That's so
fucking
true.
thing.
Yeah.
That's 100% true. Because it's rival or hindrance. Like you can be a rival and not necessarily be interfering with each other's goals.
I want a soft pitch.
Okay.
Because the word I'm thinking of for this is naivete. I think there's a couple of different rivalries that come out of this, but they're very childish in nature. So I know for sure Miki is gonna have a rivalry now with Fable. I just feel like that has to happen, but it's a very naive, like, I have to prove that there can be, you know, honor in this sport. Just really, like, fighting for her convictions in this moment.
I mean, there is honor in this sport, just not when you're fighting Fable.
I agree with that pitch. Can I make a counter argument that the word is actually blocking, because now we've situated ourselves in the public eye for the first time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what is
I like that.
maybe how we look at this is how does everybody looking at our characters? What are the rivalries that people see coming out of this? The storylines forming in this wrestling.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are the matchups
yeah.
people want to see? Because I feel like we already had the demand for the sibling-on-sibling violence, so there's clearly already matchups people want to see. But
So
like,
I feel like that one's
Yeah.
there. Like the sibling rivalry is now locked in as a continuing storyline forever after this.
yeah, and I feel like there's probably some weird ones too.
I mean, it is for the rest of our fucking lives. Like, that's how it
Yeah.
go.
I feel like there's some weird ones too. Like, I feel like people are like, oh, I want to see Sunday take on Miki, because I feel like they are so diametrically opposed in their like ambition and approach. Like, oh, I really want to see how that comes out. And I feel like there are people who are probably like, I want to see Precious and Delta duke it out, because like Precious seems to have this like laissez-faire hyper competence in a way that would piss Delta
Totally.
off.
I like that we didn't get super into detail on what our fight looked like, Nico, because I also think I think one sentiment that we're floating around is like Sunday and Delta should have a rematch, because it was very clear
Yes.
that during that fight Sunday had like a specific she was playing to play and not playing to win.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that's not
I want to
as
see
good
the Sunday
TV,
Delta
you know?
rematch.
Yeah.
So
Also, Miki has a hidden rivalry now against Precious because complicated feelings exist. So she's not.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, that's actually, I see that, and that's so
Yeah.
real.
it's not toxic Yuri if you're not suspicious of the time spent with family members.
Real.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's also about the Fable didn't, it feels like Fable didn't put any effort
Right.
into my fight with Fair in the same way that Faye put in with Fair Brother.
Mhm.
And like, I know that that's Fair Brother, but like, why don't I deserve that
Mhm.
effort?
So real. When you're the main character energy and you realize you're not the main character anymore.
I kind of want that. I kind of want the Precious and Miki rivalry to be the answer to the question.
I love
it.
that.
I think it could be all of us again, but I think
Mhm.
that's like, I think that's that secret one.
I want you two to get the word blocking. I want that to be both of you to get that one.
Yeah.
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 I'm down with that.
I like it.
I don't know why I put it on mine. I'm gonna take it off real quick. Okay.
I have to look at all of this because the book says play out 2 to 3 scenes, which is good because it's 4:11. Until everybody has had. Hold on, I have to scroll all the way fucking back down again. And each player has had a chance to fill in at least one of their pilot traits or bonds. So this is probably going to be shit that gets cut out in post. So I'm also scanning through. I think. Hold on.
I think
me,
I have not.
It's just no. You and Brian both need something.
Yeah, we can do like I was
Um,
actually even gonna pitch like we could do like 1 or 2 more scenes, and that feels like the academy phase to me. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it only ends up being 1, then just making sure that the 2 of you
Mhm.
get
Yeah.
an extra
Yeah.
trait, like get a new trait, because we didn't give any traits in the first scene.
We'll aim
Oops.
to target
okay.
you.
Yeah, well, we were learning, and honestly, for that scene, it was
Yes.
mostly introducing our larval mechs, so
Yeah.
like there was a little bit of a different approach there.
That was a big prologue scene. Definitely, definitely.
Dinner. I think we should do the dinner scene.
Yeah, I was thinking we need something a little more casual, and I mean like cafeteria, not a formal dinner.
We gotta have the. If we're doing one more, I feel like this has to be like the as we're coming towards graduation.
Okay.
Or like we've gotten offers
Mhm.
and we're celebrating.
Is this like the dorm scene in that sense of like this is we saw the stables where our mechs are, like now we're seeing the stables where our pilots
Yes.
are, so to speak.
Correct.
God.
I like that. I like
that too.
So
I want to pitch that Miki is hosting a party, and has invited her closest friends from the pilot academy. You fucks.
So you did just lead a scene, but I do like I do like the concept that Miki's the one that invited everybody, because that's 100% something
Yeah.
she would do.
But let's have somebody else lead, if that's.
Yeah.
yeah. So this would be a lively meal, and what else is it being combined with? Is this another event, or is this like a test of wits? Because we're all like bantering, or
Oh, what if it's finals and this is our senior meal and also our study session? So it's a test of wits in that sense, and it's the meal in the other sense.
I was also going to pitch as the stealing time together fucko sneaking about, but
Okay.
I like a test of wits.
yeah. I mean, I'm also down for an illicit finals week party.
We're not supposed to be doing this.
Somebody has gotten a handle of somebody's gotten a hold of 2 handles of raspberry Smirnoff or whatever, like some wretched.
Oh my god!
But
No.
Holy
It's not
shit.
Smirnoff.
Smirnoff Raz.
It's McCormick's.
it's
Oh.
it's
Rancid?
Bud Light Lime-A-Ritas. But in
Oh my
jug
God.
form.
Sunday shows up with Everclear because she likes to escalate the situation.
Fable has brought the fucking cucumber melon Gatorade and the Mike's Harder raspberry.
No, we're not gonna make
Cursed.
the taste.
Cursed. Sunday drinks Zima, by the way.
I'm right, and I should say it. Fable Wood is the thing.
Okay, I need you to know. I need everyone to know. Delta brings a case of Corona. I just feel like Delta. I don't know that Delta likes Corona. I think Delta thinks he should like Corona.
Delta might not like Corona, but Delta knows that you're supposed to have Coronas and you're supposed to wedge the limes and you're supposed to have a Corona.
Yeah, it's like a form. It's
Yeah.
almost like a tea ceremony
Yeah.
for people who like beer. That's a curse phrase. I'm sorry.
100%.
That needs to be the episode title.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Tea ceremony for people who like beer. No.
Yes.
Oh my
yes,
god.
it's
But I do
good.
think this is a situation where we're getting a little sloppy, and this is where Delta finds out he thinks he should like Corona, but what he actually likes is like Smirnoff Raz with whipped cream, and that gives him a crisis. Like, that's the energy I'm
honey.
feeling.
Oh, honey. I want you to know also I have immediately forgotten the tea ceremony but for beer, and I'm holding that in, but I am going to hold that in my heart for whatever the next phase is. And we are going to bring that up again.
Oh, beautiful. So yeah, who's gonna lead this scene? Because I've led one, Alice has led one.
I can do that. Let me see what we got in terms of questions. I'm kind of feeling who brings 2 or more pilots closer together.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
who causes
No.
a pilot to understand, huh?
We have to do that one. We
Okay.
absolutely have to do that one.
We're
Yeah.
getting sloppy.
I love
at the
you guys
party.
so much.
Let's get sloppy.
I love you guys so much.
I mean, I'm the one who said stealing time together, so
Yeah.
I'm
There's
right.
There's a just to capture the specific energy I think Sunday's bringing into this. There's a scene in the phenomenal sci-fi television show The Magicians, which people should watch, where one of the two romantic interests have gotten drunk, and one of the other ones turns to the other one and says, "You're stupid, and you have a stupid face." That's Sunday's energy.
Oh, I love this.
Okay, so what is
Oh,
it? So this is
boy.
an illicit party. What's the vibe? What's like the? Where are we?
We're in the dorms. I think
Okay.
these I think they're just like the trainee dorms. And I think like this isn't a military operation, but like there's an old guy downstairs who enforces curfew. So
We know his name. His name is Jaime.
Mhm.
Jaime!
Jaime has been hired full time. He's no longer a security contractor.
I love this.
He has like so many new gray hairs.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Machete is aging like the Obama administration situation.
Oh my god.
He just gives out sage wisdom to the pilots. Like we've all had a moment where Jaime like gave us an inspiring
Oh my god,
story.
he's who's the? Oh god, this is for nobody. You can continue. I'm gonna yell it when I get it, but
Brian's just gonna struggle.
Okay, so I want to stack the deck immediately because I'm min-maxing words right now. And I want to introduce an action to the scene, which is hyper-competence. This is Miki's true power, is cooking. She has gone over the top using, like, whatever she can
Oh my god, are you
scrounge.
hostess maxing?
She is hostess maxing. She is serving the drink. Everybody gets a koozie. They're all hand crocheted. Like she's so happy to have had made friends outside of her company unit, I think. And this is her like she's gotten really into how much you are all a team. And Miki is just like so happy. It's like we're our own team. We'll always be together.
And everyone else at the party is like, Mickey,
Uh-oh,
you,
girl.
you fundamentally misunderstand this entire situation.
But even though we'll be in the field, we'll always be friends for real, for real.
Oh man.
Why are you laughing?
Oh girl.
No, I think I'm feeling sad because I feel like this is a good time for the bond to come up that I have with Miki, which I haven't really invoked so far, which is the Miki needs to realize this isn't a beauty pageant, this is serious, or else she's gonna get hurt. And I think what Delta
Which
has
Fable tried to hit, but whatever.
Yeah, but I do think Delta specifically is realizing, I think Delta was worried about her getting an injury. I think Delta now having had like half a Corona and experiencing shrimp emotions.
Shrimp-based
I think he's
emotions.
realizing I think he's realizing that the danger to Miki is actually emotional, especially as she is like gushing about this kind of stuff.
she's
Like-
gushing and Sunday's glaring at her, and Delta's like, "Oh, this is the problem."
So I have a very important question.
Okay.
Who is wearing Precious like a stole because he gets all like drapey when he's drunk?
Delta.
Hmm.
Delta.
I was about to say not to Yowie Max.
Not to Yowie Max, but Delta. I just feel like the only person
It might be
the only
Delta.
person with enough shoulder space of the remaining three characters.
Yeah, and you know what? That's something we haven't really talked about is the physicality. I do think Delta has that wiry build you get on young guys who are athletic sometimes, where they need about 15 to 20 years to actually fill in the rest of their body, whether with fat or muscle or whatever. But right now they're just kind of like, almost like our larval mechs, where they were just
Oh
like
my
a frame
God.
and stuff. He has really broad shoulders and he even has a little muscle on him. But then he looks like a stupid stick figure where you just kind of go down because he has no hips, no ass, no, he is not thick.
As the person technically leading the scene, I have a pitch for how this kicks
Hell
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is that Precious tries to drape over Fable, who is not capable of doing this. And so Fable bodily picks him up, drops him onto Delta, says, "Your problem now," and leaves. Not like leaves, but like walks away to get another drink.
Mm-hmm.
So now drunk Catboy is draped over Delta's shoulders.
Who again has had half a Corona and is feeling feelings for the first time ever. You know, is like that is the Always Sunny scene. Like, do you guys remember having feelings like when you were 14? Yeah, and I think the main like thing here, I want to add, or actually, what I want to do, I think I want to use Show My Face with Open Up to Another Pilot, revealing something important about yourself. Because I think the word that I want to gain here from the word pool is, deciding between undercurrents or connection. I think it's connection, because I think that this is way less, like, weird, random, like, undiscussed. I think this is a moment of very much, like, what I keep thinking about is, I don't think Delta is touched by people unless they are very specifically doing something. They are dressing him in a specific way. I think his mother is definitely a person who he knows how to dress himself and put on his bolo tie and put on his jacket. It doesn't matter. The moment he's in the entryway, she is adjusting everything on him to the point where I think now he almost has an instinctual response to her hand reaching out. Not like a wince, but just like a, oh God, okay, here we go kind of feeling. And I don't think he and his sister are touchy-feely. I feel like they used to roughhouse his kids, but again, like, he's gone into this, she's gone into pageant queen shit. I think there's a serious feeling he could hurt her, and she doesn't want to be touched because she's got a lot of product on and about her. And obviously, I don't think he and his dad have ever done more than had a firm handshake. Right. And so, he is having the experience, actually, of being very comfortable curled up with a person. Yeah, and so I think it becomes very obvious that while he has an initial, like, stiffening, he doesn't go, like, no homo or whatever. He relaxes into it, and then suddenly it's like, I think Delta is revealed to be someone who really wants this kind of connection, and I think he gets a lot warmer and a lot stiffer, and I think at one point he kicks off his cowboy boots and gets a lot of shit from people who are like, oh, don't take off your shoes at the party, but, like, I think his cowboy boots have been pinching for a while, and he's sick of it, and he wants to be comfortable.
Oh, no.
Yeah, did you think I could freight cowboy boots with this much emotional baggage? From the
Holy
jump, I have been
shit.
freighting the cowboy boots. So yeah, I think he has gone
Oh,
puddle mode
God.
with Precious here.
I have something to do now.
Yes.
Yes.
We have got to get traits on the board. The yaoi is happening in a corner, okay? Get traits on the board.
So, I think at some point Miki is sitting next to Sunday. You know, I feel like the three of us are, like, watching that happen and hanging out, and I think Miki is just a fountain of conversation. So happy to be talking. And to be clear, has not drank a single drop. She is sponsored by a specific brand of green tea, and it's the only thing she's drank tonight. So completely sober.
Oh my God, you gotta get that Corona. Miki, you are the one who needs to realize that you think you have to drink green tea, but you actually need to drink a Corona. I need this for you, Miki.
But I think she's talking and, like, she's reminiscing about their time during this, like, 6-week training course that they had to go through. I don't know how long this thing was. But is, like, talking to Sunday and is like, Sunday, you know, you were really famous around school, you know? Your sour personality, your constant complaining, your just general dismay for the entire student population. I believe I heard people call you a bitch often. Would you have done anything different?
Fucking interview-ass question conversation.
And I want to spend a word notoriety, because I want to offer the trait to Brian, to Sunday, of flaw bitch, because I feel like...
Okay. Cruel might be the
cruel.
right.
Yeah, let's do cruel. Flaw cruel.
Okay.
Bitch was very funny, though.
Yeah. I do like the valences of it to get outside of it just as a
Cruel bitch in parentheses.
bitch is an appellation. I just said the phrase bitch is an appellation.
What?
But bitch is an appellation that means cruel but has this feminine valence of disapproving of a feminine behavior in a way that I think is really interesting. Obviously, you don't have to go with it, but I mean, that's kind of why I immediately went, oh yeah, bitch fits, but it's specifically this kind of cruelty that is judged in a specific way if it comes from a woman. Like, I think that's an interesting nuance to that.
Yeah.
Especially given that Miki is performing a type of femininity that is so exaggerated and it is so soft and appealing in that way. Like, it's a really interesting thing for Miki to say as a judgment.
Yeah, I think in response, I'm going to use I've got this. I'm going to spend the word vanity.
This is an insane spectrum of gender, by the way. We are doing so much gender in this game.
That's
Hey,
Max.
everybody,
That's
there
Max.
are
That's
5
Max.
genders. Actually, no, I'm sorry, there are 6
No, I
genders.
know.
The pilots and then also Danny Trejo.
I know. Fuck, that's also a really good episode. I know that that's Mex. I'm just like looking at this going, damn, we did a good job at
We
gender.
really did.
Hey, we're getting a good grade in gender, which is just normal to want and possible to achieve.
I'm now thinking about gender for Act 2, but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Yeah, I think Miki in this moment is being pretty earnest and like is my read is that she's too earnest to understand that in the cultural context that Sunday grew up, she just like basically fired an artillery shot at her. Do you know what I mean? Like in one context, saying like people have called you a bitch is earnest and concerned, which I think is what Miki is going for. Tell me if I'm wrong. But
Yes.
in Sunday's cultural context, that's the kind of thing you say at like your socialite party when you're trying to make someone incredibly insecure. So
For Miki, it's more of a like branding thing. It's like,
yeah,
I don't want people to talk about you this way. It makes me sad because you're such a nice
think-
person.
I think Sunday, who was
Oh,
drinking
girl,
Zima, by
what?
the way. I'm
No,
drinking
she's very
Zima.
nice. She looks after me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You keep thinking that people are nice.
I mean, you're nice.
You've got to stop peeping.
Well,
Thinking-
you're about to learn.
I'm not nice. I'm good. I'm not nice.
They're the same thing.
Delta over there, like, doing a very specific type of ear scritch, like, you've got to stop thinking people are nice.
I think you all are very nice. A not nice person would not treat them that way.
I think I'm gonna set my drink on the table and I'm gonna stand up and kind of like smooth. For the purposes of coldly smoothing it out, I'm wearing like a pencil skirt to this. And I'm just gonna like kind of stand and I'm going to say I'm using
Can I make an awful suggestion?
sure.
Fabric pencil skirt over leather leggings.
Yes. Fantastic. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
What's that sound? What sound does that make?
Oh, that makes a number of sounds.
I'm trying to like rub my
There-
sweaty
there
palm
sounds.
against my leather armrest, and it's not really making the sound I'm imagining, but that sound.
There's just a background loop in this entire episode of fabrics rubbing against each other.
I hate it.
We can't do this. I can't do this.
Also, you are in swamp ass hell. You look so good.
Mhm. I'm gonna stand up and I'm just gonna turn and like I'm using I've got this, so I'm using the word vanity, and I think it's like me doing that kind of brings a bunch of attention to the two of us. And I just say like, I know you've been content riding through all of this on a cloud, imagining everybody as a different color in your little rainbow. But unfortunately, some of us are taking this seriously, and some of us have realized that, quite frankly, you don't have it. So I would suggest dispensing your advice elsewhere.
Oof. Roblox, oof. Oof. Oh my god. That one hurts.
So that was the trait that I'm highlighting is the one you just gave you, which is cruel.
Yeah, I think you are. You know, it's wild. I think you are.
Damn. Nailed it.
there's that moment where Miki is just sitting there holding her green tea, and then like, that just scene where she just starts crying. She doesn't move. She doesn't like hunch over.
Oh,
she just starts open
no.
bawling right there on the couch because it's her room. So I think she goes to leave. I think she just has to leave, right?
Maybe you go to leave and Sunday's just like, no, allow me. And she'll leave instead.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I think I'm going to use I've got this because I'm going to use I think I'm going to use identity for this one, but I have a bond with Sunday.
Oh, you do.
You know, I want to show Sunday how to be a better person.
Oh,
So I think seeing this, Precious like oozes off of Delta's shoulders and like
Oozes.
I love the word.
I mean, he doesn't have any bones.
the goo. Look around you. If you don't see the goo, you are the goo.
Precious Gooling.
Oh Jesus! But
That's
yes,
another
Precious.
episode title. Stop
All we ever name our episodes on OSG Pod is like media year.
Yeah.
It's built up in me.
But yeah, Precious, does the boneless cat thing, kind of like rolls off of the position that he was in and, follows Sunday to the door. And I feel like this is something that would happen like outside the door. I don't think Precious would try to do this in front of everybody. Even though he's, a bit drunk, he's still not, that stupid.
Totally.
But he just follows Sunday and he's like, "Hey, that wasn't necessary."
I think you and I have different definitions of necessary.
I mean, I could give you the dictionary definition, but that's not the point. The point is, like, you're gonna have to work with her if she gets scouted, right? Like, don't go ruining a relationship before it gets off the ground.
I think like there's a brief moment where it's like something like it's not shame, but it's like the realization that like nobody's put it to her before that her interactions with others could be different. Like to her, there's never been a potential for like a friendship between her and Miki. So for him to just kind of like say that like it's just a fact is like you've surprised her, and she's just like, well, it's certainly too late now.
Precious looks confused and like one ear twitches, and he's like, "Doesn't have to be. You can go back in there, say, hey, sorry for saying that," and maybe say something different.
You could literally do shots together right now and everything.
No,
would be
okay, so here's what's gonna go down. I'm holding my Zima still, and I like look at Precious for a long moment, and I like ditch the Zima in a trash can, and I walk in and I take some Space Absolute, and I walk back into the party. I take some Space Absolute. I pour 2 shots. I put them in front of me. 3 shots. Sorry, I'm dragging Precious with me. I'm pouring 3 shots.
I think that Fable is like not very well, but trying to maybe comfort Miki, because like
I was gonna say I want to do a see through the mask with Miki while that conversation was happening. So I think probably Fable and Delta are close to Miki right now.
Okay, I'm pouring everybody
Yes.
shots.
We're all having
We're
shots.
all having shots.
Of reconciliation.
shots.
And I think
That's Mex, baby.
apologies aren't. Maybe one day it might happen, but currently apologies aren't in Sunday's vocabulary. So I think she just says, she sits next to Miki and just says, "Hit me."
What?
Just like offers cheek right now. Just get it over with. Come on.
What? would I do that?
You better do it. I mean, this will help settle some things. I've done this
What?
before.
What?
Somebody has to take Miki's hand and like slap Sunday with
She like
it.
looks at Miki looks at Fable.
Fable will do it. Fable will do it.
Miki
Yeah.
looks at Fable and is like, "Do I do it?
Yeah.
Okay." And
I think the thing that Fable was saying before Precious and Sunday came back in was like, okay, I get it. It's okay, you're fine to cry, but also it's supposed to be a fun party. So when you're done, we'll do some shots, we'll have some fun, okay?
so
Like,
I think Miki didn't read the assignment fully, and she like cocks her arm back, and unfortunately part of the training regiment for Takashi Heavy Industries is a lot of PT and muscle work. Because
And forklift
Let's go.
certification.
she also does the pop,
And CQC.
yeah, CQC, OSP, CQC, she can kill 15 men in a minute straight, and I think she cocks and just punches the shit out of, Sunday, like cold cocks, knocks her the fuck over, and I want to
Sunday
show my
ragdolls.
face when you open up to another pilot revealing something important about yourself, your wants, or who you care about. You can use one of the situation reveals, gain word. I want to gain connection because I feel like Miki and Sunday are having a connection right now.
Yeah, I think
Her hand, her face.
I think
but Fable watches this and goes, damn, I did not know you had that in you.
Fable like, oh no.
Sorry, I'm a little upset.
Fable voice, oh shit!
I think Sunday gets up, her nose is running blood, and she gets up and she just says, "Okay, stop taking it." And yeah, I think if you want to do your mask, I was just about to say if you want to do your mask off, Nico, if you want to remove your mask,
If I want to come out as a fash for some reason, no.
if you want to go back to the old you,
Certified woman hater, Nico Medes.
Yeah, I'm definitely the number one woman hater. Oh, well, we did establish that during the Metal Gear episodes. I'm a robot fucker first and a woman second. I do think, so I was gonna have this be like what Delta did with Miki while y'all were in the hallway, but I think what this actually is as the night goes on, like, the hit, I think, helped clear the air so we could keep drinking and partying.
And by
but
this point, Miki is drinking. I think that's the other thing that comes out of
Yeah.
this. She can't say...
Miki has
no
her
one
Corona.
can say no to a group shot, and Miki is no exception.
Yeah.
This is her, like,
Mhm.
bad girl moment where she's like, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
have a shot. They tell me I'm not supposed to drink, but what's one drink gonna do? And then 5 Coronas deep.
And can I suggest something for you, which is that you cried earlier. I feel like the drunker you get, the more positive and negative things are making you cry, and your mascara is like, fuck.
But it's a mix of, like, I love that so much. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like you're feeling everything very intensely, and I feel like you're weepy.
Precious is just curled up. It's just curled up like that. Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's making a perfect circle. I don't know how his spine allows that.
Fable, can you do that?
But I think
can you do the Jello ooze thing?
Yes.
You
Obviously.
should do it.
We're both
Obviously.
cats. I want Nico to finish what
Yeah.
you're saying, and then I have a stacked the deck to
Hell
button
yes.
this scene, I think.
But yeah, for this see through the mask, I think what Delta does, so this isn't, we freighted the cowboy boots, it's time to freight the handkerchief. I think that Delta has a handkerchief that he wears in his back pocket, Bruce Springsteen energy, cowboy energy. I do think that his dad found out about flagging and got really paranoid.
I was going to say.
And so his dad has selected, like, I think if it was down to Delta's a red marker boy. He would have wanted red. But his dad was like looking at a graphic from Tumblr and was like, no, we're not doing that. So I feel like it's probably, I think it's like shot cotton, which is when they weave with 2 different colors of thread. So it gives it on silk, it has like an iridescent look. If anyone's seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire, the green dress in that is shot silk, and it has that different color. But shot cotton
Yes.
has a similar effect, but it creates almost like a model. So I think that this is shot like rust red, and I think like a navy blue, and so in some lights it kind of looks purple, but it's got like a heathering effect to it. This is the most market researched standard paisley bandana handkerchief you've ever seen in your life. It still has the creases from when it was first ironed and put in his pocket. His
Oh my
handkerchief,
God.
he wears an undershirt and it has a pocket. And his handkerchief that he actually uses is folded in that pocket under his western wear shirt. So I think at this point in the night, he's gotten sloppy. So the western wear shirt has come off. He's just in his undershirt. It's probably stained. I feel like he slopped a drink on himself at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks over to the sink and he pulls out his handkerchief, which is just like, I think it's just like a cotton shop towel. And it's just like he's washed it so many times. And he wets it and he catches Miki at one point and is like, hold on a second. And he's like, I don't think you're wearing as much foundation as my sister. So, and he starts helping clean up the mascara. Like he's helping like deal with, I think there's a real feeling in him when his sister was younger, they had more interactions like this, but as they've gotten older again, touches become more fraught. He does not touch her makeup at this point. And that's kind of why he made that observation. But he's touching up Miki's, and I think part of his you have so many like filters and shit that like he can't really fuck up your appearance that much. He's just helping clean it up. And so he's gonna see through the mask and he is going to offer you a pride. And I think he says, I don't understand why you're here when you're like this, but I don't think you should ever be ashamed of trying to see and find something good. And so I think I want to offer you the pride, which is always seeking good, or always seeking.
Sees the good in people, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And it's not even in people. I think it's probably like in any given situation. You threw a party, everyone got drunk, you got a truly heinous read given to you. Now you're drinking, even though it's against your company policy. Your mascara is fucked, but you are like having fun because you've made friends. And it's like always seeking something redemptive, maybe is the way to put it, in any situation. And I think he says that like a compliment. So then I'll ask, have I hit on something true about you?
Yeah, no, I think Miki would just do that like laughing, crying, happy smile kind of. She just looks like
Delta's
a mess.
like, no, hold on. Oh, good.
But it cleans
Lord.
up pretty well. I think she does like take that. She takes
Mhm.
the jank shop cloth, like terry cloth piece of shit
Mhm.
with her mascara all over it, and she puts it in her pocket faster than Delta can notice, and gives him her handkerchief, which is like most of what she has is very obviously provided by the company, but this is her personal one in the same way that she has her
Mhm.
company one that she has to give out at events to people and things. But this one is her personal one. And I think it's like a cute little like Sanrio character.
Oh my god. Okay, can I make a pitch for what Sanrio character is that I think would go against what Miki has going on?
Yeah.
Bats Maru.
No, I was gonna say no. Big challenges would be funny. No, there's a whale shark that Sanrio has, and all of its theming is like blue. And so I'm thinking about the fact that Miki, all of her theming is like pink. But I like the idea that like her handkerchief would have this like little weird whale shark on it, and I like the idea that Delta does not know what a whale shark is. It's like, what is
Incredible.
this?
This thing's name, by the way, is Jinbei-san, and sometimes it is in the mouth of a bigger fish. It's really cute.
Oh, yes. I saw it at Daiso, the Japanese dollar store, and I was like, what is this little creature? I'm obsessed with it. So it's Jinbei-san. Okay. That's my pitch.
I love that.
Taken.
Mac, you said you had a button?
I did have a button. I'm also thinking about, because Precious doesn't have a trait.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
We gotta work on that. I have like half an idea for a conviction for Precious, given the scene that he had with Sunday earlier, but my brain is melted out of my ears because I've been sitting in this room for 4 hours, so I don't know that I can put it into words. August, did you use a move during that conversation?
Yes, I've got this.
I was going to say, because you can use that move to
You
establish a
can,
trait.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We can also figure out how to give you one, but
We could
I've
do
got
another
one.
seeing through the mask. We are all wasted.
I've got a good one. Because, okay, I want to put on the Miki Precious rivalry. I think Miki says something that feeds into this while she's drunk. So I think we're all kind of lounging around. It's very fun. And I think Miki's kind of obsessed with the cat goo and is just like keeps trying to get Precious to sit on her lap like a cat. Like has the little feather and everything.
Okay.
this plays directly into my button, thanks.
Yep.
And I think as she starts to talk, because she's very much a talker, and she's talking about it, and she starts to talk about the two of them, right? The pair. And she keeps talking about, all of the recruiters everyone wants to know where the twins are going, where are Fable and Precious going? Are they gonna go to the same company? Of course they're gonna go, because after all, you're nothing without your sibling. And I want to spin the word see through the mask and spin the word notoriety. And I think I want to try and give Precious the flaw, like, I don't know what this would be, but like not living in their sibling's shadow, but like they are seen as the unit and not the individual. Like a lack of individualism. Like they're always a pair set. And I want to try and give that flaw. Like make it very aware. Like, hey, that's everything you did doing this, and everything you're gonna do is gonna be tied to Fable forever.
Ooh, that hurts.
Oof.
I like it though.
Oof.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Oofs are like 90% good. Just yeah.
My suggestion is possibly overshadowed.
Wait,
unless you can come up with something better.
Okay, they're cats, coupled pair,
Bonded
bonded pair.
Yep.
One of the two.
Bonded pair. That's a better.
Yeah.
Bonded pair.
That's the language
good.
they use at the shelter
there we
when they're
go.
trying to get rid of
Okay.
these two.
I like it.
But she doesn't mean it in a mean way.
Yeah.
It's more just like, oh my god, I love both of you as much, but like, tell me more about Fable.
I think that's and I also think it's really funny coming from Miki because Miki's like part of a girl group that was constructed. It's like, OMG, it's like you have an organic
You have
like,
your own
unit.
squad. She sees everything in terms of units, like we're a 5-person dance
oh my
unit.
God, you were born
Yeah.
as a
You were
unit.
born as a unit.
Okay, we have a button.
I have a button, which is not like it's it happens tomorrow where it comes out that and stop me if this isn't fun, but Fable and Miki made out at that party last night and nobody's talking about it now.
I want to just be very clear.
Love it.
Miki was in her right, sober mind when she gave consent for this makeout. So we're covered there. I just want to get the consent right up front. It was implied. I think this happens, and I think that's it was the last big party of school. Miki finally I think she's gonna have to hold this for a while.
Oh, totally.
It's like episode 10 of Scum's Wish, the lesbian characters finally make out, and then they have
know
to
this,
process
obviously, all of
okay,
us.
you finally caught the car, now what are you gonna do, right?
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
pushing this with a.
And the answer is
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say the answer is graduate and not see each other maybe for the
Yep.
foreseeable.
Yeah.
Surely there won't be a time skip where this will come up later.
What do we think the answer to the question is, though?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that
was
was
going to
be the next thing. Was I was gonna be like, all right, how are we answering the question?
I mean, somebody made out, so like that feels pretty.
But then again, that connection that Delta and Miki made was
True.
something.
It could be both.
And I think Delta and Precious also had
Yeah.
a connection. I think everybody.
Sunday and Precious too, right?
Okay, yeah.
In the
I have a
hallway. I
pitch,
think
though.
everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
What if we all took Metamorphosis because we're all about to graduate and change, and we've all there's a cementing. Like I feel like Sunday's relationship with Miki, for example, was really up in the air. Like Sunday mostly just tried to ignore her, and Miki tried to make her pay attention to her. I feel like throughout most of the year, and now they've actually had like a firm interaction that sets a tone for whatever future they're gonna have. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So.
Yes.
We've all become
like that.
butterflies.
I think we're all butterfly soup.
we're no
right
longer
now.
larvae. We're butterflies.
I wrote the word butterfly instead of the word metamorphosis.
That's what happens when you say
Yeah.
it too much.
Oh,
You're gonna
yeah.
raise the flag and add butterfly.
So
Oh, I'm also I also technically used a move to have Fable and Miki kiss, so I'm spending hot
Okay.
shit because
okay,
I'm right.
that's fair.
Me when I spend hot
Me
shit
when I spend
to
hot
achieve a
shit
kiss.
to make out with somebody.
That's hot girl
That's-
shit.
It is.
Yeah.
We have one more question to answer as we close this out, I think. Sorry, I'm putting a firm hand on it because I have to get ready for a stream and Mac's roasting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I
you're-
am
you're so
baking
right.
like a rotisserie chicken.
Oh, fuck. I would fuck up a rotisserie
Yeah.
chicken right now. Anyway.
Honestly, mode.
At the end of the academy phase, we choose a closing question to answer as a group to close out the academy phase. And the book has a couple here, and there are a couple in the world tendency too, I think.
Oh, yeah. Because I think these are some options, but I don't know that they're...
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the part that's under inciting
Yes.
incidents?
I think
Okay.
so, yeah.
I do think we haven't done a lot with the corporations, so it might be funny. Like, we've been so focused on, like, we're in our minor leagues, and, like, yeah, maybe some of us are getting the Monster Energy branded chaps, but, like, I don't think it's... But, like, we're about to be recruited, and so suddenly we're going to be part of these corporate wars.
So who's been coming to the job fairs? What are the 4 giant corporations that exist in this universe?
So we have Zandhaas Biotic Engineering.
Which
we
seems
have-
Dutch, which makes them automatically evil.
Yeah. We have Aegis Rangers, East Infinite Company, and
Fun.
Silent Roar.
Silent Roar or the Cult?
Oh,
Yeah.
I should have.
The fact that Silent Roar is so clearly riffing off of Silent Hill is so fucking funny. I'm like looking at this going, this is Silent Hill, right? Yes.
I think East India Company, East Infinite Company is very good.
These are just good. They're
Um,
just good.
yeah.
And I think Zandhaas Biotic Engineering is a riff on Moss Biotechnic from the Neuromancer series.
I should have mentioned this way earlier. I was going to pitch that because we kind of mentioned this being a thing already. That the Graves Company could be one of those. But I don't know how.
Graves might just slide in where Zandhaas is now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I like this. So, like, Zandhaas is because there's a faction under the world tendency. Y'all, check out this game. It's just, like, it's so
This
lovingly
game
put together.
rips.
It's really good. Zandhaas is the largest supplier of biomecha in the world. And they're a sponsor, obviously. Aegis Rangers was an alliance that basically they're the Rangers from Pacific Rim 1. Like, they kept up the rickety things and they struck the decisive blow against the monsters that were attacking us. But now they're kind of like an outdated tradition. East Infinite Company is well, you know. They're the East
Oh,
Infinite
you know.
Company.
They're going
but
to Zen from Half-Life to get alien technology.
we're going to hell to get infinite energy. And then Silent Roar is a fringe group that believes that the monsters that attacked us were actually like sentient and they were fleeing from something else. So hey, have you read Iron Widow?
Right?
Like, yeah, let's talk about it. Like that liberating the exoforms is a fantastic phrase. And I actually had some thoughts about Silent Roar, so I'm kind of interested in something that brings a lot more into Silent Roar.
We're still deciding what question we're answering, right? Is that
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Well, the inciting incidents, I think, actually are the things that incite the conflict phase, not the thing that close the academy phase.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
okay.
Okay,
I reading those inciting incidents. So we just had this whole conversation, and this is relevant for the next time we play. I was like, hold on a second.
But it's good to know because we can use it to frame how we answer these questions at the end of the academy phase. It's good to have
Yes.
that basically show the barrel of the gun, right?
So I feel like just process
Yes.
elimination, right? This first one, simmering tensions finally come to a head and fighting spills over into the academy. We kind of already did a big graduation thing, so I feel like that one doesn't super work really well.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it'd be the other two options between those two. And Alice didn't talk about a time skip. I kind of like the weird fake, especially because as we've talked about behind the scenes, it's going to be a while before we get back together. The time skip one is kind of good for that, but those are just my thoughts.
Yeah, I like all of you graduate from the academy without major incident, going out to live your adult lives before a conflict finally breaks out. When was the last time you all managed to see each other before the war began? I kind of like that one
I like
too.
that one a lot.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
It also kind of plays into my thought that, like, I don't think Fable and I think that Fable goes off on their own.
Mm-hmm.
Or Precious goes off on his own, which... But then again, given stuff that August and I have talked about in previous games with these two, Precious may not have wanted to. But...
Yeah.
But I think there was a pressure exerted by having it pointed out that
That's exactly what I was going to
Precious
say.
is in
Yeah.
Fable's shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time we all managed to see each other?
My joke answer is 10-year reunion.
Yeah, but I feel like that's a
So,
little too far.
My question for Nico actually for this would be, did Delta get the Grave sponsorship that he wanted?
Yeah, actually, my suggestion was going to be maybe the last time we see each other is only a year in the future, but we've all got our official sponsorships and our mechs are mostly fully formed. So it's our first, like, actual serious exhibition. And I mean, I actually...
Like it's the World Series of robot wrestling.
Yeah, it's like a prestigious lineup. We're out of the minor leagues. We're finally in it.
Totally.
Brian, actually, I want to Uno reverse and put that question back to you, actually. What do you think that Newman would basically pull the rug out from under Sunday and give it to Delta? I think that'd be interesting because it could subvert the bond you have with Delta, which was planning to aim Delta at Newman.
I mean, it could subvert it. It could also be in the interest of it.
Yeah, it could also be. So I'm interested. What do you think?
I think I like your idea that it was gonna go to one of the two, and Newman already kind of like put Sunday to the side by not giving her the mech she wanted. So I think it makes sense that she didn't end up getting picked. Oh, humiliating.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. It's like Sunday just said this whole thing. Yeah, I'm a bitch, but I'm a bitch who's got power, blah blah blah, and then you don't get the sponsorship for your brother. It's like
Yeah, that's what I think went down.
So yeah, I like that as a frame. If y'all are open to it, I like this as our like first real competition after Academy. We've got our fully formed mechs. We're out there, but it's not been long enough that we really have a full time skip look.
Yeah.
yet.
One thing that I
Yeah.
do want to clarify before we go into this, because it's what energy I need to bring into this final scene. After graduation, Miki kept the group text alive and kept trying to put together get-togethers of the crew.
Oh no!
Who here
interacts
interacts with Miki's incessant texting and asking to hang out?
Delta is in a family group chat that he dreads checking, every time Miki messages about something, he always at least reacts if he doesn't actually respond. But I think he's active and he stays in touch with Miki.
Sunday has never sent a message in this group chat.
But do we have read receipts?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
to be clear, Miki has a separate thread with each of you individually, so if you want to not be on the group thread, she's reaching out on both.
Fable will be on the group thread. Fable will not respond to DMs.
Ooh.
Real.
Ooh.
I don't think that I want to be very clear. I don't think Fable regrets making out with Miki at all. I just think that things maybe were just more complicated, and I think it's more interesting if they just never talk
I think
about it.
Miki
Yeah, I've
just
been on Lex.
assumes that
Sorry, that's a
friends
joke
make
only
out
for
with each
lesbians.
other when they drink, and she's only drank once and she made out with a friend, so that's normal.
And
I
check
mean-
mark.
I mean, that's true.
She's compartmentalized these feelings very well.
Yeah. The impression that I get from Closing Question is that it's not a scene, it is a...
Yeah, I think this is just
Just
kind of
a-
how we
yeah, I
ended
think
on
we
the
answered.
So
vibe.
yeah,
Yeah.
so we all meet up.
Which works
Well,
for me.
okay, but a deeply important question: does Precious respond to the group text with Miki?
I think Precious is semi-active in the group chat until he's suddenly not.
Mm.
Oh, that's like a really.
I hate this.
What about those direct DMs?
Oh, these are the separate DMs where like other people are messaging Miki like, "Have you heard from Precious?" I feel like I haven't been seeing Precious in the group chat. Is Precious okay?
And people ask Fable, and
Yeah.
August and I are going to have to talk about that because I want to talk to August about that.
Yeah.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Precious dropping out of the DM or the group chat is probably well after the last time
Yeah,
we see
totally.
each other.
Yeah.
But
Are we all meeting in the dressing room in our silly little costumes before the wrestling event? Is that the last
I
time we
think
saw
so.
each other?
we cannot do another fit check, Alice. I'm so
I'm good,
sorry.
I'm good,
but
I'm good,
We're
I'm good.
already
I'm good.
over time.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
bullying you guys constantly.
The answer to that question is yes, but we're not going to do the fit check.
I'll take my
Yeah.
answers offline.
So we're
Mhm.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe we can rehash it at the top of the next.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember what the fits were last time? Now get ready for season 2.
I wonder if we can cold open on that fit
Ooh,
check.
that's good.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Cold open fit
In the
check.
locker room. Okay.
Oh. But yeah, I think we meet up. The sensory thing that occurred to me, not to do a scene, but just like we are under hot lights. And I think we've been under hot
Yeah.
lights before, but we are finally like it's evening, we are under hot
Mhm.
lights in a lot of them. And I think that feeling persists.
I think it makes it obvious how watched we are, right? Like
Mhm.
so it's like it's hard to have like an actual reunion because we are under scrutiny.
Yeah. And like we've all, I think, touched on before, people have ideas about us. They have ideas about our storylines. They have ideas about what our dynamics should be.
Oh, this is a reunion people
Yep.
are waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like that freight
Yeah.
in terms of
Me too.
the audience wants this reunion maybe even more than we do. And that feels a certain way.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Phenomenal. Great fucking game.
So
It's a
good.
good fucking
Jesus.
Great
game.
game.
Go
Good
buy this
game.
game if you haven't already.
Go buy this
It's
game.
beautiful. Art's
Let's
pretty.
do outros.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous. It writes gorgeous. It's a great game. I'm Mac. I've been Mac. I will continue to be Mac into the future until I decide to change my name again. We'll see if that ever happens. You can find me on You can find me on Blue Sky at Citadel of Sorts. You can find Follow the Leader on Blue Sky at FTLcast. You can find the podcasting guild that we are a part of at Standing Stones Prod. Shit, I lost
No,
all
you're right.
momentum right there. Because Twitter was Stones_standing, so I have to. We're Standing Stones Prod on Blue Sky. All .bisky.social. I just assume that y'all
Yep.
fucking know that by now. August.
Hello, I've been August. You can still find me on Tumblr at Strange Harpy or on Blue Sky at Harpy Dora. And that's me.
Alice.
Hi, I'm Alice. I'm literal porn on the internet. But OSG, or On the Shoulders of Giants, is a giant robot power hour featuring Mexicross media, their stories, and why we love them. The three of us get together, shit talk some really good media, get into some good lit discussion. Then we play silly little games that have points that don't matter, and read listener mail. Come and join us over there. You can find us at osgpod.com, and on all of the socials that matter.
Yeah, basically. You can also hear me and August on an episode of OSG Pod.
Yes.
Where we talk about random access histories, our favorite mech game. And Nico.
Yeah, so I've been Nico. I've been victimized. I'm going to be in the fucking Google Docs writing fucking Catboy cowboy situations. Anyway,
Mood! Honestly, mood.
So don't look for me on Tumblr. No, I'm Nico Medes on Tumblr. I'm nkmds I always think it's biscuit .bsky.com. And yeah, again, like, you know, check out what we're doing over there. I think we have a lot of fun with it, even if the podcast is just a thinly veiled excuse to fucking hang out and talk about robots. So
That's the best podcasts are the ones that are thinly veiled reasons to hang out with your friends.
absolutely.
And rounding out the crossover of Universal Century, Brian.
I've been Brian, although it stands to reason I may not be Brian in the future because I'm using the word identity from the word bank. No, I
yeah, this is when you become BT.
yeah. Yeah. You can find me at syzygy-city.bsky.popular hunter character bisky.social. Yeah.
And running all of our social media and making fantastic YouTube shorts. Listen, everybody's telling you to get off those YouTube shorts. Get on our YouTube shorts.
We just posted a new ad. It's hilarious. We cooked.
YouTube Shorts surprisingly good.
Yep.
And we will see you at some point in season 10 for phase 2 because we didn't finish this game.
There's a time skip, baby. You remember Naruto Shippuden?
There's a built-in time skip.
Yep.
Anyway, let's do our final clap.
Okay.
Yep. Let us clap.